Back to my channel. I just wanted to say that today, I guess, will be not more so a motivation. I'll title it a motivational talk show, but I just wanted to say that I really appreciated you guys watching my videos. But what I want to talk to you about this one is um, lots of people um, around my social life have been talking about how can you tell if a girl likes you. Now on YouTube, there's lots of that, but it's a girl telling you that. Like, obviously, they know, but I want to tell all the girl watchers and viewers that how can you tell if a guy likes you? Now, with that, it's kind of a little different because I know that. Now, I don't mean to put stigmas out there, but I know that girls are a little more emotional and they base their stimulation off of feelings, where guys base their stimulations off of visual things. So girls are a lot more open, typically, and guys are a lot more, what's the word? A lot less emotional based, and they more so, you know what I'm talking about. But on YouTube, it's usually girls telling guys, how can you tell that the girl likes you? Well, I'm here as a guy telling you, girl viewers, how can you tell if a boy likes you? Now, I have been able to tell, like, usually you can't 100% unless it's super obvious or you just know that person well, whether they like you or not. Now, this is how you can tell if they actually like you or if they're just trying to be nice or if they're trying to just see how you'd react or if they're just like trying to tease you or trying to get a rise out of you. But girls typically want the man or the guy to love them back in a certain way. Now, there's five love languages. There's touch, acts of service, words of affirmation, gifts, and quality time. Now, like if you're a girl that likes physical touch, like hugging, holding hands, then you want a guy that hugs and hold hands typically. If you like gifts, like flowers, or like if you what fills your love tank. So basically, if you can tell a guy likes you, here's one way. They will look at you, but they won't look at you like they won't stare at you or like scour at you, but you'll catch them looking like this or like this, and they'll just be looking at you. And as soon as you look, they usually look away or pretend that they're looking around the room. Like if you're in a classroom and they're looking at you, you can typically know if they're looking at you. Like sometimes you'll randomly just meet eyes, but usually it happens like if you want to find out, don't stare at that person, but like occasionally glance, and maybe a few times you might meet eyes. Like what's a class? Usually like an hour-ish. So if you're like in class, then usually try to, I'd say rule of thumb, if you guys meet eye contact on accident more than like three times, then I'd say that he's probably got the hots for you. Personally, I sometimes do that, but not all the time. Um, Guys also are really nervous, and you sometimes they act out in different ways. I'd say the top three most are as if you walk up to him. Like nowadays, it's either gender. One of them will make the first move, but it used to be the man that made the first move. Man always proposed, but sometimes now girls sometimes propose. And what I just want to say is that basically you can walk up to them and just do it, but also don't use your friends, like don't use them as puppets, but use them like what we men call them as wingman. But basically, like get a friend, tell them that you like this, and swear them to secrecy. Then you could write them a note. Guys love it. If you know that you like them back, write them a note. It doesn't matter. Trust me, write them a note because they will probably either A, tell all their friends, which means they like you, otherwise not. Well, why would they do that? Two, if you're super shy and you don't know 100%, you can still write them a note, tell them to meet you somewhere private, and then you can discuss it one on one Two, he might just be just as nervous as you. Might just be like just as shy. Someone has to make the first move. Otherwise, you have instances like where a more confident guy or girl makes the first move, and boom, your dream's gone. Your dream girl's gone. Your dream guy is gone. So, those are that. I'm not making this video for one gender or another, but I'm just saying, if you're a guy watching this, if you're a girl watching this, that's one way you can tell either gender is and has hots for you. Another way is that for the note, you can also make it anonymous, so don't leave your name on it. But try to get one-on-one time with them, but do not make it obvious. Like I said with the note, try to make them meet somewhere with you, or just be straight up for it. If you're like a hustler or you just want to go, you just say, "Hey, I was wondering," and just do something. Also, make an effort to either sit with them or like go somewhere with them, or if you okay, I guess this is more for guys, but support them. Guys like support. As a man, if you marry, the wife supports the man and the man supports the family, typically. So if he's into sports, go to his football game, go to his soccer game, and be there. And then after the game, just say, "Hey, that was a great game," or something. Now, if you're a guy and you want to do a girl, girls typically like it when you, they feel more loved when you talk to them and encourage them and do stuff for them that makes them feel validated and loved. So, one way you could do it is you could try to tell them that, I don't know, say, "Hey, you look really good." And if they're in a moment of discouragement or they're just having a down day, just go up to them and say, "Hey, it's okay." Or like write a little card or a note that has an encouraging word in it and just leave your name. Also, social media. Try to get their social media page or their phone number, because then that makes an effort. And I might make another video like, obviously, if a guy does this to you or a girl does this to you and you don't like them, typically a good way to handle it is say, "Hey, I really appreciated your note and I think you're cute too, but I think that for now," or just say, "Can we just be friends?" But if you don't want to be associated with them at all or affiliated with them in any way, just say, "Hey, I appreciated your note. You're a cute guy and or girl, and I don't want to." Sorry, gotta spit out gum. But basically, yeah, just say that. And also, if you make the effort, like, it's like guys like it when you show interested. Now, I'm the typical guy that's like, I don't want a girl to be like a shallow girl, like a girl that likes many guys, or like someone that's like flirting with me all the time. Like, I like a girl that truly and just likes me as a person, not me because of like things that I have or like people that I know or like, yeah, and I just don't like that. And I'm pretty sure girls do not like that either, and I'm pretty sure guys do not like that either, since I am one. So, yeah. And another thing is that along with the note, you can just give them a gift, which brings us to that point. Gifts, girls typically like gifts. Bring them a flower, or like if they're trying to do something, like always be there for them. Like if they accidentally, I don't know, drop a paper or something or a pencil on the ground, go and pick it up. Or if they're getting bullied or like that, stick up for them. I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, "I would never do that." But if you're someone that is like that, you'd probably be saying, "Man, this is some good advice." I know, right? But yeah, typically girls, they like it when you talk to them. So girls are voice activated in their love language. Men are physically activated. If you give a man a hug or if you embrace their arm or just stroke their arm, like if you're already dating and you're doing that to them, then they typically like it. I'm not saying that all boys do, but most of them do. And with girls, encourage them, do that sort of thing, and like tell them you love them, tell them you like them, and encourage them. Say, man, you look really good. Or if they're feeling, like I said, down, you can say, hey, or just, yeah. And if you're like, if she likes a jokester or like a wild guy, or if you're that type of guy, or if you're that type of girl, and you like that type of guy, then like say corny things and like small talk, which is another point. Small talk activates little conversations, not things like how's the weather or like what's your favorite color. Like that's like not even small talk. That's like a book move. Yeah, a book move. Things like how's school going, or like hey, what you doing today? That's small talk. That's what I consider small talk. I don't know about you. Maybe you do want to know what their favorite color is. I don't know. I mean, I don't typically go up to a girl and say, hey, you're fine. What is your favorite color? They'd probably give me a stink eye and say, and then tell me the color, and then they would probably just walk away. Then, my guy, you just ruined it for yourself. What I'm saying is that you need to go up to them and say, hey, what's your name? If you're starting from a fresh page. And they go things like, so, what classes are you taking? And like, oh. And try to find similarities. Like, try to be like, oh, I'm taking that class too. Or like, oh, that's nice. Hey, I actually like that sport. Because then that makes them feel like that you have similarities, which means that you can just make them feel like they're not the only one going through that experience or the only one that likes or dislikes that. Also, try to make them feel like they're the only person in the world. Here's another corny line if you like to be that small talk bad boy or the girl that likes to make guys laugh. You can say something like along the lines of, hey, are you a magician? Because when I look at you, everyone else disappears. I mean, that was super bad, but I mean, I thought that was pretty funny. And if I said that to a girl, I'm pretty sure she'd laugh because, I mean, who could say no to this face? You could also say something, you might get a face, but are you a block of dirt because I dig you? Something like that. Or just say something cheesy like that, or something like that. And like, if you're one of those people that's like, okay, enough of this, I'm going for it. Say, hey, this Saturday, I was wondering if you'd like to go out. Also, if you want more ideas, just tell me, and I don't know, if I'm wrong, you just tell me, and I will just I don't know, don't follow my points. But if you're actually that guy that's like, that girl, she does look at me every day, then maybe you can build off of these other skills. 2, use your friends. If you want a wingman, you get a wingman. Take your trusted best friend, and you let them know that you like them. I'm pretty sure if they're a real friend that they would. I mean, I know one of my friends likes someone, and I'm always teasing him, but I don't tell the whole world. So, I mean, I guess I just did, but I didn't tell anyone who she was. So, yeah. Also, yeah, just leave a like and a comment down below. Click the bell, give it a big thumbs up, and I guess I'll guys will be seeing you next time. And yeah, so I guess that's it, because this is real.